So Biden's personal view is hard to gauge, right? Because he won't speak off the cuff on this an issue of this importance. I think that there are multiple views within the Biden administration, and Biden's obviously, as any president would do, balancing the views of his main advisors. So there's one view that I think is led by Mark Milley and to a lesser extent the National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan, which is much more focused on engaging in dialogue between Russia and Ukraine. Milley even openly said this to some controversy in the United States that the only path towards ending this war is negotiated settlement and negotiated solution. So basically, this camp would be open to freezing the conflict as soon as Russia is rolled back to the borders of February 24th. So Russia has already been taught a lesson by not gaining anything from this war, and then we can go back to like Minsk 2, make it Minsk 3, and come up with a new ceasefire agreement based on that. There's another camp within the administration, I think, that is represented by the Secretary of State, Anthony Blinken, which would be a little more hawkish than that. They actually want to see Russia lose territory that they held before this war as a lesson and as a deterrent for further aggression. So they'd be happy to see the Ukrainians take over Donetsk and Luhansk, but they would stop at Crimea. And they would be a little bit concerned about Crimea because they are worried about a Russian nuclear risk or some kind of unpredictable Russian action, that like nuclear weapons use. And Blinken has said that already. He says he's not ruling out supporting Ukraine recapturing Crimea, but he's urging the Ukrainians to think seriously about it and really come to the Americans with a plan that would avoid that. And finally, on the more hawkish end of the spectrum is Victoria Nuland. And Victoria Nuland is supportive of Ukraine entering Crimea and recapturing all of its territory. So I have a feeling that Biden will probably take the middle ground position of Blinken, which is to push the Russians back beyond February 24th and deal them a defeat of some sort, and then go to the bargaining table. So I think that the middle ground position is most likely to occur. And in the meantime, in the short term, obviously, that means a lot of solidarity and a lot of arms to Ukraine. So coming to Kiev, showing support for Zelensky, showing that Ukraine is winning and that they're giving $500 million in additional aid right now is all good, and that would satisfy basically all three camps, I think, of the administration.